So here's the lefty, Christopher Sanchez. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and the fans are well aware of that. For him, he's got to just not press and go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start. Home, on the road, it doesn't matter. My job is to focus on that catcher's mitt, attack hitters, and just try to move through a ball game. So if he can find that kind of focus, doesn't matter where he's pitching because he has good enough stuff to go out there and win a ball game.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Check swing, no appeal, and it's 2-0.
No strike.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. There's the strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Lindor stands at second with no outs. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a pitch. Misses off the plate. And it's 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And misses. It's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, batting over 300 so far this month.
0-1, no strike.
That one pulled foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
1-1 now. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Home run number 15 on the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
So 1 out, nobody on. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. Just missed. Sanchez, a tall lefty, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. One down, base is empty. That's in for a strike. And that's in the dirt. And that one almost got him. Still only one out here in the inning. Ripped to short. Turner with the throw to first. And that takes care of Alonso. Here's a Mets lineup now. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Starling Marte in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one misses, and the count even 1-1. That one pushed foul. Outside low, and the count is even 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Mets add 2 runs on this blast, and it's 2-zip. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And today's starting pitcher, Jose Butto.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Bottom of the first, here's Trey Turner. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And a quick out, number 1. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Kyle Schwarber, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Comes the 2-2. That one missed. headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And here comes Alec Bohm. In the air, left field. Nimmo hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting 4th, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Two outs. Foul ball still 0-2. And ball 1.
2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Just not taking the bait right there, but a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
That missed by a lot. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Now batting Max Kepler. Liner, and this could be trouble. Here comes Schwarber around third. 1 run is in. Castellanos on his way to the plate. Relay throw home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 2-2.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next is the speedy first baseman. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Marte makes the play, and that'll do it. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Top of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Right side. Stop. Slings to first and quickly 1 away in the second.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Next to hit, Tyrone Taylor. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And first offering is fouled off. Tied up here in the early going. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
One down, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate. Just off the outside edge. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now it's going to be Francisco Alvarez. That misses, and that is ball 1. Now fly ball to right center. Marsh on the move. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Bottom of the 2nd inning coming up. All square at 2 apiece. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the inning. This is Bryson Stott. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. That to right. Marte sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Rafael Marchand. There's a strike. And he takes a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Pulled the string on the changeup. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate, drilled out towards left center field. Nimmo going back, and that's going to bang against the wall and into second easily with a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Here's Turner now. That one fouled off. Right side. Marte moves under it. And that is that. Phillies strand 1. Score remains 2-2. All set for the start of the inning. Now here is Ronnie Mauricio. Sanchez back to work. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. And another ball. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And there's the automatic. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed some really nice
Now
patience
batting,
in that at bat. Worked
shortstop,
himself into a
Francisco
good count. Once you get the
Lindor.
ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Back to the top of the Mets order, and now it's Frankie Lindor. Fouled off. He was late. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Mauricio gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Line to left, and that's just foul. Pitch misses there, and now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now snap throw to first. Mauricio dives back in safely. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. In the air, right side. Hauls it in for the out. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. His first at bat was a strikeout. Not even close there, and that's ball 1. And there's the strike. And he grounds one to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time. And now they have a base runner at second.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Lifted in the air, right center field. Marsh under this one. He's got it, and that is that. Mets strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back here in Philadelphia.
Leading
And
off
Kyle
for
Schwarber
the
will come up.
Phillies,
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not.
Schwarber.
He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Going to count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's outside. 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that is downstairs. And now it's 3-2. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. Kyle Schwarber blasts one out the other way. His second home run of the series, and they jump out front. It's 3-2. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to follow that type of approach.
Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. He's 0 for 1. That one hit to right. Marte makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. The walk and a run scored his first time. Right side, hard hit. McNeil gets it to first, and Castellanos is out.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder, Max Kepler.
2 down, bases empty. Max Kepler at the plate. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. Popped in the air, left field. That one out's against the fence. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And here's the first baseman. That one is upstairs. The 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Clay Holmes up and loosening in the pen. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. On the ground. Fires to first on the run, and they get the out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Philadelphia, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Pete Alonso. Just missed. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. The 1-1. That's down and in.
2-1.
Foul ball there.
Full count.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Now batting, right fielder.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
Here's Starling Marte. Went down on strikes his first time through. Ball 1 there. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And fouled off. And a count 1-2. That's a little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Alonso on at first. Nobody out. Got him swinging. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Grounded out his first time.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is fouled back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And delivers outside.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher. But if you're anticipating based off the trajectory,
gets dirty over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything.
Now
In that
batting,
spot,
the
it
center
requires
fielder,
going to the
Tyrone
ground, getting a
Taylor.
little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
So digging in, Tyrone Taylor struck out swinging his first time. That one misses. 1-0. And there's a ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Two outs and one in scoring position.
Ball 3.
Francisco Alvarez in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike. That one to first, and that chance handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mets leave one. They trail it 3-2. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Clay Holmes.
And one thing on him, he's been really
Clay
good this
Holmes.
season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So digging in now for
Leadoff
Philadelphia,
for the
Bryson
Phillies.
Stott. Fly to
Second
right
baseman,
his first time.
Bryson Stott.
And that one fouled off.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Swing and a chopper out to short. On the run, sends it over to first, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Now batting, catcher Rafael Marchand.
Rafael Marchand stands in for the Phillies.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. Holmes throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. Next offering is down low.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
Foul ball.
What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch. Because he's not as effective at the top of the strike zone, you got a better chance of having success.
Ground ball to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Now batting, center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. Doubled in his first AB.
Boog, here's someone that loves playing at home, and who can blame him? His numbers are historically better, and he's already 1 for 1 out of the chute.
First pitch misses. Just off the inside edge. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. There's a line drive to left field. And no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Back to the top of the lineup. Trey Turner with a chance now. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a foul out of play. The shortstop takes the ball. Man at second. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Got it. Nice grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
So you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Liner, caught at second.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Ronnie Mauricio now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now this is in the air down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Liner snagged it first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Here's Francisco Lindor, 1 for 2. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And you played
Counts 1-0.
behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Mets go down quickly. They're down 3-2. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Down the number 2 hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Alvarez collects, fires to first, got him. One away on the strikeout.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
And now Alec Bohm, and first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a foul ball. Well struck right field. That one back. That'll make it out of here. A shot to the opposite field. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty, one away. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
2 strikes.
Now one
ball,
missed.
2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a pop-up. McNeil. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
2 down, bases empty. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. And strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Nimmo ranging after it. Reaching for it and brings it in. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The
Now
new pitcher,
pitching for the
Ranger
Phillies.
Suarez. This
Number
southpaw's been
55.
really good against left-handed
Ranger
hitters.
Suarez.
Here's the left
Leading
fielder,
off for
Brandon
the
Nimmo.
Mets, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And a slow curve drops in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Max Lazar getting ready to go. Mercado warming up as well. And the 0-1. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Now batting,
Pretty much a
designated hitter,
model swing on
Juan
that one as he
Soto.
ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. And that one clips the corner.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Misses inside. And the count is 1-1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to
Now
let the ball
batting,
travel.
the first
Make sure you
baseman,
recognize it. Try to
Alonso.
shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting.
Now
He's
batting,
looking very
right fielder,
comfortable out of the
Sterling
stretch
Marsh.
after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Starling Marte up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Nimmo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Step off throw to
No, he's in there.
first, and he's back in easily. Little chopper rolls foul. Fans adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 1 hit is all they get. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Phillies 4 and the Mets 2. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the first baseman, number 4. Holmes back to work. Sliced hard but foul. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Dedniel Nunez. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. To the right side. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
And here is Bryson Stott. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
All ones the count.
Right through there for a strike.
That slider breaking in could be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Outside. The count now 2-2. Outside.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Struck him out looking.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Rafael Marchand. That clips the corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Move to first. Here's the 0-1. Run around the move. That's in for a strike.
0-2.
Throw, and they got him.
You know, something that's often overlooked in a caught stealing situation is just that catcher's footwork. These guys work so hard on just every aspect, receiving the pitch, but then also getting it into a position to get off a quick throw. Right there, that was perfect execution, and it allowed him to get the throw down to second in time.
Breaking ball misses down and away. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they still lead this one 4-2.
Now pitching for the
Max
Phillies.
Lazar comes on now.
Number 60.
These are the spots relievers
Max
really make a name for
Lazar.
themselves. Late and close.
Leading
There's not
off
much margin
for
for
the
error,
Mets.
but at the
Second
same time,
baseman,
there's a
Jeff
reason they're
McNeil.
put in these situations.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Castellanos moves on it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Ground ball right side. And that one handled. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game.
batting,
It might not
the
be the
center
most
fielder.
more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough
First
situations and get his team back in the
7-15.
dugout.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. He'll do it himself,
Easy out.
and an easy out to start the game.
Batting
Let's
second,
take a peek at the
left
Mets
fielder,
lineup here.
Brandon Nimmo.
This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Brandon Nimmo, batting with one down, takes a strike. Just missed. One out, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off. Soto hitting third in the lineup, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. Next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Just missed. Up the middle, Turner gets it to first. They get the out on Soto. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And on the hill today, Jose Butto.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release
Leading
point,
off
maybe it's
for
the
the
motion,
Phillies,
but just some way,
shortstop,
somehow, they've got to
Trey
figure out a way to pick it
Turner.
up and try to have some success from the left side.
Trey Turner, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. And now the count is even. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The shortstop takes the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. And time now for the Phillies
Batting
lineup.
third.
Been a
Third
real struggle
baseman,
this year.
Alec
They're at the very
Bohm.
bottom of the league in on-base percentage, and of course, when that's the case, other offensive categories follow suit, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, at times they come out early just to run the bases so that these players won't forget in case they are able to break out and, you know, get some hits and run around. But, yeah, in all seriousness, it's not a lot of fun when you're not getting on base, when you're not out there at least able to trade off, and a runner on second base, you get a knock, you drive them in, or you hit it.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Scoreless after one. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the veteran first baseman, Pete Alonso.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Sanchez back to work. Pitch misses. Ball one.
Good
Ball
spot
one, no
there, but
strike.
didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And there's the strike.
Boog, our man Darryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Check swing, called strike. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. Over to first. One out in the second.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. Pitch misses. 1-0. No score here in the second. He swings and fouls one off. That one down the line. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
This one popped up. Boom. And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off
We head to
for
the bottom of the
Phillies,
second. Here's
right
Nicholas
fielder,
Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
And the first pitch
outside.
misses for ball one. And another
Ball two.
ball.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Throws to first, and
Batting
Castellanos
fifth,
is out.
left fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. Just
that ball went out.
missed.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
On the ground right side. Toss to Alonso. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting 6, first baseman, number 4.
Next is the speedy first baseman. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Breaking ball misses down and away.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That one missed. Now 3-0. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
And that's too high, and it's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk
Batting
right there.
7.
Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Bryson
This is Bryson Stott. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Hey! No balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. Lindor. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. Phillies strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here in
Leading
Philadelphia,
off for the Mets,
and now the center fielder,
Tyrone
Tyrone Taylor. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Out to short. Turner with the throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting 8, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Just missed.
1-0.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Close, but called the ball. And it's 2-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, when he get the call on the mound the pitch before, felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
So 2 down now, and here is Ronnie Mauricio, a switch hitter batting right. Line drive, base hit, and that extends the inning.
Everything came together
Now
for
batting,
him. Got a change up and a
shortstop,
pretty good
Francisco
one, too. Outside
Lindor.
corner, but he just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there.
So the batting order turns over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes. Mauricio leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in there. 2 outs.
Nope.
Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there makes the catch on the edge of the track. Mets strand 1, still no score. As we go to the last of the third, and here's the catcher, Rafael Marshall. Upstairs. Just
that's off the
missed.
plate.
That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. High in the air, out to right. Marte has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop,
So the Philly
Trey
batting order
Turner.
turns over. Trey Turner at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Lifted in the air, right field. Marte makes the play, and that is that. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Back here, Citizens
Leading
Bank
off
Park.
for the
Here's
Mets,
Brandon
left
Nimmo.
fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Nimmo, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Close one, doesn't get the call.
Counts 1-0.
And that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. And the pitch. And that's outside. And a count 2-1. Fought off foul. Swings through it for the K. Gets to it on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And now the Mets DH, Juan Soto. Grounded out his first time up. That one finds the corner. Strike 1. And a foul ball. And that's downstairs. And a count 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's Pete Alonso. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And that's in there at the knees.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Fourth inning underway, no score. And that's in the dirt. Now 1-2. In the air, out towards left center. Kepler gets under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the third out. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. And we're back. Leading off, Kyle
for the
Schwarber.
Phillies, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
That one ripped, but foul. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Struck him out swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Third baseman.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
The Phils yet to pick up a hit here. Now a screamer into the outfield. Taylor pulls that one down. Out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Nick Castellanos, the next to hit. Grounded out to short in his first trip. That one ripped. Nimmo makes the grab, and that's the inning. So they make short work of him there. We played 4. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Philadelphia, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Starling Marte. Sanchez back to work. Just missed.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And that is out of play. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Stepping in, Jeff McNeil. That's inside. Ball 1. Just missed.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And that misses. 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Go ahead run on base. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time. Foul ball there. And that one fouled off. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
McNeil leads off first with 1 away. And he chases that one. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Just missed.
1-0.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a foul ball.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. And we still have no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Left fielder, Max Kepler.
That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next pitch is outside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Number 4.
And here's the first baseman. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball 1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Popped up. Makes the catch for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate.
Now
Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. 2 out, space is empty. That's a slider for a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. Out there to center. And it falls.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to
Now
put something in the gap
catcher,
and give the Phillies the lead.
Marsh.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Rafael Marchand grounded out his first time up.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
In there for strike one. Action in the Mets bullpen. Reed Garrett appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Garza getting cranked up as well. Pickoff move to first, and he dives back in safely. Missed with a changeup, and 1-1.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that's downstairs and outside. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Stop at second. Marchand at first, 2 out of the inning. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A 3-run dinger. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jose Butto gives way, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute. So they turn things over to the righty, Reed Garrett.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So 2 down, and here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. Knee high, that's in for a strike. And that one pulled foul. Two outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 0-2. And that's outside. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first on the run. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. Phils get 3 on this long ball. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. There's a strike. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Mauricio started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. Ruled a swing. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, left fielder Brandon Nimmo.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So digging in, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Man at first, one away. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board
Now
and
batting,
picks up an RBI.
designated
As
hitter,
soon as that one
Juan
shot off his
Soto.
barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
One out, runner at second. And next is the designated hitter, Juan Soto. First pitch misses. Man at second. And another ball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Max Lazar preparing to come on if needed. Mercado also throwing. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the sixth. Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
And that drops in for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his
Now
career
batting, first
since day
baseman
one.
Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Nimmo on second. Soto at first. One gone. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. And it's gone. He'll circle the bases. His 18th home run of the season. It's 4-3.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Christopher Sanchez departs, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break.
Now pitching.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Mlb.
40.
This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Envivo.
One down. Starling Marte up to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
And a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one is out of here. He circles the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 5-3.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now Tyrone Taylor. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that's way high. And now 2-0. Abel maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 5-3. Back after this on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 0-1. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Fires over to first. Schwarber out of the play.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
So up next, Alec Bohm.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. First pitch, and he just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball. And he swings through that one.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
And it's even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Phillies down in order. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And that one wrapped foul. Swings through that one for strike 2. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Fly ball down the line. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Ronnie Mauricio. Right through there for a strike. Man at second. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Up and in, and the count 1-2. Runner at second, nobody out. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Throw quickly into third. They're at the corners now to start the inning.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's Francisco Lindor. Fastball is outside.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Outside corner, there's a strike. No outs. Runners at first and third. Just off the inside corner, and the count's full.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
On the ground to third, might be two. Over to stop for one. And that's two. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 3.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back
New
in a
York
new
Mets.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
55.
Ryan Stanek. He's been so good against lefties. Now, Max
Leading
Kepler.
off for the Phillies, left fielder
Stanek,
Max
33 years
Kepler.
old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And there's a strike.
0-1.
That one fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And
One
now
ball,
1-2.
strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 1 out now. A big first out here in the 7th
Now
because of
batting,
the punch
number
out.
4.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now the first baseman, he's 0 for 1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about
Now
the
batting,
benefits, the
second
advantages
baseman,
of relievers who can
Bryson
come in and
Stott.
get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 2. That one's in there. Strike 1. Two down, nobody on.
Ball
And
one.
takes low for ball 1. And they'll do it again. The Phillies trailing by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. That one
Ball
just
2.
misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chopper right side. McNeil. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Now a chance for Rafael Marchand. That one drifts inside.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Lindor. Squeezes it, and that ends the inning. One left for Philadelphia. They're still down 5-3.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the eighth.
50.
Orion Kerkering.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Juan Soto getting ready to hit.
The designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Ball one and a pitch inside. Just missed. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece and stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2-2 now. Just off the outside part of the plate. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one's gone. His second homer of this series. It's 6-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like he was going to bend foul, was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And now here is Pete Alonso. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the eighth. And the Polar Bear strikes out. So up next for New York, Starling Marte. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And first offering is fouled off.